What is up, everybody? You are checking out the Uncensored Pro Wrestling Podcast. I'm your host, the Hot Commodity ANC, and we are back covering all things WrestleMania. And we have reached WWE WrestleMania 22. WrestleMania goes big time live in April 2006 in Chicago, Illinois. I remember watching this WrestleMania live, and I liked it as a kid. So obviously we're rewatching every WrestleMania. You can check out WrestleMania 1 through 21 in the archives, and now you'll be able to check out WrestleMania 22. And we started out WrestleMania 22 with Michelle Williams from Destiny's Child. She's a Chicago native. She performs the national anthem. And we start out WrestleMania with our first match, the World Tag Team Championships on the line. The tag champions Kane and the Big Show defeat Carlito and the Masterpiece Chris Masters in a kind of decent match. Masters accidentally hits Carlito, and then Kane nails a choke slam to Carlito to get a 3 count, and Kane and Big Show get the victory. After the match, Carlito and Chris Masters argue with one another. So decent match to open WrestleMania. I gave it a 6 out of 10. Next, we have the Money in the Bank ladder match. Matt Hardy taking on the Intercontinental Champion Shelton Benjamin, Finley, Rob Van Dam, Bobby Lashley, and the Nature Boy Ric Flair. This was another decent match to have during WrestleMania. Rob Van Dam gets the win after he kicks a ladder over and grabs the briefcase, and he becomes Mr. Money in the Bank. I gave this a 6 out of 10. We see Nature Boy Ric Flair fall off the ladder, get stretchered out, he comes back out. A lot of fun stuff in this match, and Rob Van Dam would go on to cash in the Money in the Bank. We see Batista confronting Randy Orton backstage. We then see the members of the 2006 Class Hall of Fame, Mean Gene Okerlund, Sensational Sherry, Tony Atlas, Vern Gagne, William the Refrigerator Perry, the Blackjacks, Eddie Guerrero, and Bret the Hitman Hart. What a class of 2006. Next, the United States champion Chris Benoit defends against JBL with Jillian Hall in his corner. Benoit applies a crossface, but JBL is able to roll through and grabs the ropes to get the victory over Chris Benoit. And we have a new United States champion in John Bradshaw Layfield. I gave that match a 6 out of 10. Good stuff for WrestleMania. I enjoyed all the decent back and forth. Next, we have one of the matches of the night, a hardcore match. Edge with Lita taking on Mick Foley, and Joey Styles comes out to join commentary for this match. And this is a decent match. There are so many hardcore elements. We see Cactus Jack was wearing barbed wire around his stomach. We see the barbed wire baseball bat. And the end comes when Lita pours fluid on a table at ringside and lights it up on fire. And Edge spears Mick Foley off the apron through the flaming table to get the victory. This match is seen a lot through highlight videos. It was a dangerous moment where Edge speared Mick Foley off the apron through the table, but definitely one to relive. I gave this match an 8 out of 10. Next, we have the Boogeyman defeating Booker T and Sharmell in a handicap match. This was probably one of the worst matches of the night. Boogeyman gets the win after nailing a double choke slam to Booker T after kissing Sharmell. 4 out of 10, nothing good here. Just ways to get over the Boogeyman character. Next, we have the WWE Women's Champion Trish Stratus defending against her former friend and psycho lover, Mickie James. This was a good women's match here at WrestleMania. Mickie ends up stealing the win after hitting a chick kick to get the victory and becoming the new WWE Women's Champion. I gave this match a 6 out of 10. A lot of 6 out of 10 here at WrestleMania. Vince McMahon leads the McMahon family prayer backstage. Next up, we have the casket match, the world's strongest man, Mark Henry, against The Undertaker. The Undertaker gets the win after he dives over the casket onto Henry on the floor. He nails a tombstone and closes the casket, and The Undertaker gets the win. I gave this match a 5 out of 10. Not one of the better Undertaker matches, but decent stuff. Next, we have the no holds barred match. HBK Shawn Michaels defeating Vince McMahon. We saw the Spirit Squad get involved. We see Shane McMahon also get involved to where Shawn Michaels makes Shane kiss Vince at Vince. We then see Shawn Michaels grab a tall ladder. Shawn puts a trash can on Vince and puts Vince on top of the table. Shawn does a DX chop shot and nails a flying elbow through the table, and then a sweet chin music, and Shawn Michaels gets the victory. I gave this match a 6 out of 10. Good stuff. Whenever Vince has to fight, he usually delivers, and you usually don't expect that to happen. Next, we have the world champion Kurt Angle defending against Randy Orton and Rey Mysterio in a triple threat match. This was a great match with live action. We saw Rey Mysterio get the win after nailing a 619 to Orton and nailing a West Coast pop. And we have a new world heavyweight champion in Rey Mysterio. I gave this a 8 out of 10. Next, we have the special Playboy pillow fight, Candice Michelle versus Tori Wilson. Tori gets the win after these ladies strip each other. We see the pillow, the bed gets involved, but Tori rolls up Candice Michelle to get the victory. I gave this match a 2 out of 10. And we have made to our main event, the WWE Champion John Cena defending against the Game Triple H. Triple H comes out wearing his Conan the Barbarian attire with the skull. He becomes famous for this. John Cena comes out in a coat and a hat and a Tommy gun where there's gangsters dressed up coming out there in Chicago. CM Punk was one of the gangsters dressed up. Cool stuff to see Cena come out like this. This was a great match between the two. Cena actually gets the win after Triple H hits him with a sledgehammer. Cena hits an FU and applies the STFU, and Triple H taps out, and John Cena retains. I gave that match a 7 out of 10. Overall, this is a decent WrestleMania. The best matches from this card were Edge versus Mick Foley, the triple threat WWE title match. The main event was good, Money in the Bank, decent stuff. So, all I give this WrestleMania a 7 out of 10. Next, we're covering WrestleMania 23. So, until next time, stay safe and stay uncensored.